দেখছেন টাইমস 24 নেটওয়ার্ক, আপনার অধিকার আমাদের অঙ্গীকার।
Kulungan lamsugo hastini hakaba sini Tripura hastini joto tong kosong nai tunai takuk tai bukusono lamsugo Times 24 ni Sanjani Naruai Panda je segment no tini je Panda hain hai tini nangkukjak sini Tripura hastini belai khoroksa nangkukjak adong sini guest hakaba sing online stream ni bising di darak sini koklam Panda saimlai nei tini studio to ang saisuk no Tripura sini darak sini kelkato tongoi tongnai sini Tripura hastini belai ke sini jang bukhang tai borong ni bising tino sini Tripura hastini film making khlaitene hakeba cinema hakeba toke hakeba music videos namtani rogote bo ketal khlaine makhang lugui malaine hakeba ketal khlaite ba sung sinimung lugui malaine sin Tripura hasin belage sinijak makhang hakeba Indian film scholar te film maker khoroksa sinijak sin Tripura nisno ALOY DEBBARMA sini studio sokpaya phono darak sideka online bising sing tini krungmalaga sarno poileno sari kaham tai lamsogo sarno
nonabo sari kaham
sir pandani puila ke saro chana ni sigang no singisa sini jora ke saimana le sini audience rong no tangi sini panna 30 minute ni program songsajak awon bising tipra tini khaklayo sini Tripura haste nai tonai ojro live stream nai tonai panda nai tonai social media ni bising ni nai tonai no koinai no tongman khangke sini panda no flogna bai ke sini panda flogna ni bai no ke share khlaki belake jakunai fia je kok sana ni puila starting ke first question tongnai sir je sing saimono films ramung kaisa sini social te hakaba culture no kaisa kuchuk sakati simano sir haipino oje snamung hakaba film ni bising te boba hakira tebo development hakaba issue phunogui mana hakaba kaham tebo kaisa society srengjane phunogman nang abno te tam wanse khoroksa Indian film scholar te filmmaker hni sinijak khoroksa adongi
actually film not honjago mirror of the society.
Yes.
Mane film se chini aina phunuk nai society o jengi tong chung almost film onogo ba film o jenugo almost society o abongi thang film aplikeno influence khayo. So basically film ni onek important role tong society o society no change khaina bagai society ni ideas no challenge khaina bagai propaganda create khaina bagai je film ni onek important role and character play khayo society o
ke amon bising phono je tabuk sing nukjai tongo sing sana thage sin Tripura hastebo tabuk sana thage DEBBARMA no khindi puila bosong ni simino sana thage abai thibai krengjak blood bai krengjak fia ozaro tamu wansung na ke kong brok industry hake ba kong brok je music video sam tomore abo nang kroksa Indian film scholar hake ba filmmaker ngine boma hake nuhur sini Tripura je music video handi hake ba films ramlai man abo tai boma hake sequence develop tu man boma hai wansung nang
actually DEBBARMA ba nang chini naike DEBBARMA no phone naikha borok কিন্তু অনেক আসময় অনেক রিভলিউশনারি তমানি borok afro দুইটা কোম্পানি চলিও ইন্ডিয়া ও কাইসা আঙ্কে ইস্ট ইন্ডিয়া কোম্পানি তাই কাইসা আঙ্কে হিন্দুস্তানি মিউজিক borok কিন্তু ইস্ট ইন্ডিয়া কোম্পানি ও থালিয়া হিন্দুস্তানি মিউজিক আছে মানে টেকনিক্যালি বা ফাইনান্সিয়ালি borok আছে উনকো ডেভেলপ কিয়া যে borok East India Company high pay kind of money, but still DEBBARMA singers like DEBBARMA borok thangai Hindustani company wo music khaja because bong ni bagai art and culture se bong bagai important not company and the payment ke chini Tripura o of the high culture onek kom nukjago tabung ni dino so basically Tripurani culture tabuk mostly very commercial based in thangka art ni creativity Tripura o okay mainly pastiche je pastiche practices Tripura o kaisa ni kaisa art no imitation simi tong original creativity krika Tripura ni kok borok video sei nai thangkai kaisa pano original creation maya joto nonuk jago kaisa South Indian film ni ba Bollywood non hari imitate khaijak videos there is nothing new in Tripuri film industry everything that is in the YouTube or
yes,
the
yes.
only production is done in the YouTube. So everything is in the YouTube, which is a imitation of others' work.
Yeah.
YouTube je joto na abo onno borok ni samungsi borok ni nijini creativity create. So mainly borok tamono focus kaitong. Mainly they are focusing on commercialization. They are focusing on monetization. They are not focusing on tabuk ni dino art pai thangka. Tripura is a blooming state. Art ni kun kon je keriko. Goni khangka ke 10 ta cinema mangala kok borok ni. Starting ke goni khangkai 10 ta cinema mangala. But 1960 high rogo West Bengal onek revolutionary period thangka. Mege dakatara ojantrik amti hai kabangma cinema ongkhojaka dita shekti nodir nam amti hai cinema ro shoot khajaka. Kintu Tripura o even in 2022 o kono cinema keriku. Even Kerala has a film literature. John Abraham ni kasih director tongo pokoknya cinema kaya. Amti hai literature. Maharashtra tongo Dadasa Phalke song tongo. But Tripura even in 2022 quality films are not being made. Kasih pun sejarah quality film keriku. Apa nih bagi borok just abo kaya.
Sarangnya kesana tinggal. Kesana apa senang semuanya je Tripura apa nutu ini jadi revolution hai ke ba development tu bui fahina ke boma hai rok klanya nang ni mokol ke boma ke nuhura bo je nai tong ne boma ke sara mosung. Tapi apa hai kerengja ko industry kerengja boron tam huni kok sara mosung ne.
Actually nai di do tabuk technology is very accessible.
Yes.
Technology onek kelaingi thangka. A camera back in those time when Satyajit Ray, Ritik Ghatak were making movies, camera was not easily accessible. Nowadays, everybody has a camera. Every household has a bike or camera. It is almost like a watch. You are having a watch, as simple as that. So, normalized so technology easy and accessible. Problem ka tabu je kuno borok in today's age and generation, je kuno borok photographer, je kuno borok filmmaker. But that person is not having the all-round knowledge of that technology, to use that technology. Depth kari film. So I believe that tabu ni dino kaham lamao himui film sanamna ni kaham film sanamna ni ke. First of all, one needs to educate himself or herself, because without education, you cannot make good films. For good films, you need good knowledge, and also you need to be taught. So serengna ni no jeng seprana nangai, serengna ni bagi kasih room nana nangai. Main hingkai egoistic ngai chole gelak. Jeng serengna ni lamano naitung na nangai kasih jaga teke serengna nangai. Karon technology asal ni easy ni thangka tabuk just apa no photographer. Camera on click kajang no filmmaker no shoot kajang no cinema jago. But there is a fine line of difference between a video and a film. Right now we are also talking, and this frames are being recorded. That doesn't mean a film. If you upload it in YouTube, it is not a film. There is a fine line of separation between video and film. So one needs to understand what makes a film a film. Film tamo kai senamja kangka video no film hunjang abo kasya borok serungan nangai. Just because I know how to use camera and shoot kaya and abo no YouTube platform or ka amo no ono jaga patoka, that doesn't mean film. Film has a inner meaning. Abo no bujina nangai. And what abo buji kangka, I think Tripura development change to be fine in terms of film and filmmaking.
Ojro jara live stream night tunai koi nai sini panda night tunai sini studio ha ke ba sini studio to phaji ga seng darak sirek Tripura chimi darak sirek Kolkata ke kok salai tong on live stream joto night tunai Simon je sini Tripura hasto khoroksa films ramnai ke ba Indian film scholar ti filmmaker darak sirek studio norok bai norok Nugwi mani tong makhang face darak sirek ke sir ALOY DEBBARMA seng bai darak sirek kok lam pan norok bo tong inquiry singmung tong ha ke norok bo sing mane live comment ni bisingti याचक मुंग तोंनाय इंगे सर ताबुक जे कखनो साना नायमन के अबसे जे बसकांगो ताबुक तो जों नुकजागो त्रिपुराव अंथुं याथों खलायलेते दङ म्युजिक भिडिअ हन्दे बा टके हन्दे बा फिल्म हन्दे हायफिना आबनोते काहाम खलायति साना नंगाके बसके सामुं खलायना नांगनो आबो किसे जे सामुं दाङै तोन आबो किसे एडभाइस दिनि बिसिंति खोनानानै मुसुंमा दांसर
Actually, obonotoi ang tabuk kasi research bo kai tongo. Portrayal of women in Tripura cinema. Basically Tripura ni je film culture jeng abono sekang change kai na nangai jeng Tripura wa film niti development tu namu song kai. tamon eba ke change tu na nangnai cheng mainly film no simi sikang ke bo film khaimia film is a subject which is like involved with many other subjects then psychology bujina nangnai philosophy bujina nangnai women bujina nangnai gender caste aborok no bujina nangnai mainly film video khai acting khaima by film india so first of all Tripura actors bokari everybody is wannabe Instagram models nowadays. Just because somebody looks very appealing, that doesn't mean he can or she can act in a film. Acting has to be taken very seriously. Film is not a joke. Appealing also means appalling in film. Appealing just no kaham. Absolutely appalling bongi thang. So basically, jeng acting ni shape no serna nangnai, film no bujina nangnai. Kaisa kok Tripura ni film representation onek hamia tabuk ni dino. If you search Kokborok song or Kokborok music videos in YouTube, you will only find objectifications of women in YouTube. Nothing else. Misogyny is being produced there. Sexism, casual sexism is being produced there. Misogyny funukjago, violence funukjago. Amte hai kamrongo jeng nakarna nangnai. We have to avoid and we also have to revolt against such kind of activities because Tripura is in a blooming stage right now. Tripura, even in 2022, there is not one quality film that has been made in Tripura. So if we start producing and like supporting all those kind of activities, we cannot even think about making something new or something very meaningful. Jeng meaning tu na nangai kaham film senam na hengkang kai jeng first amti hai mani rong so jeng nakana nangai like for example neng tabu phono Tripura ni jekono Kokborok music ba Kokborok videos ni such kind ID you will see talking about objectifications of women bong ni gan ni title khana kang ka cheneng bujuana item girl om thai puthu all these are tamupa amukasa objectification even in very scholars and critics Laura Malve, Jack Lacan, Borokai scholars, Toril Moy, Borokai scholars kebangma kok si kelangka the women objectification baik kaja chin Tripura tahu pano developing stage si kusen underdeveloped school developing stage su se faya ko seng apa ni bagai seng sekang baik women representation of funungna ni film amorok wan suna nangai women in our day-to-day life is not damsel in distress. Or women also doesn't act like that is being shown in the videos. Angkasya Kokborok video nu kaje jaka wo video ni bung chikni chameli ni. Ajago wo chikni chameli kaisa dias se sijak tong dias desa ongkore chikni chameli 5 masai 5 tong. Ta kaisa ang video nu ma tong ani hero nei ajaga wo nai ke nugane culturally traditional Tripuri dress risha rignai kanise Berirok Ukulugo Musai Tongo background dancers and bus kango kai Berirok beer ni mock the Musai Tongo. So what kind of representation is this? Jengchini Tripuri Berirong no kasha misrepresentation of Funukui Tongo. Chini film rock no chini Berirong no suppose you are wearing this traditional fabricated tie. If I am using it in some pornographic video, it won't be it will be a misrepresentation of Tripuri culture, isn't it? So the same thing is happening in that video. You are producing a commercial song and then you make 4 or 5 girls watching the dance in the background using traditional attire. What kind of representation is this? So one has to understand what is representation. One has to understand what is gender. One has to understand what is caste. One also has to understand the theories of film. There are several theories. Male gaze theory, tongo, mirror fish, tongo. Aparongo bujia we haino camera ti film selam ke ingla. Abgino misrepresentation ngo abgino wrongly represent khajago nge fatar ni boro roxin Tripura ni films nugui Tripura ni unko no nugui tam buji nai in day to day life o nini nok ni bere ani nok ni bere kyabu ni fan of Tripuri family ni bere rok thangai traditional dress kanai wear bottle ti masai tonya but in the films in Tripuri films amte hano represent khajago so abo jeng thik jeng nijini bul jeng thik khaya ka sabo thik khai nai it has to be the initiative has to be taken by us. Others will not come and take initiative for you to change or you to make sure that you go in the right path.
Oke, sar kesana tisha masing bine je sengsana tengke to tabu kebungan video klai tong je neng sama nabu joto no soy. Hai pun awan bising pun kaisa je music video seram thani baba hai kursuvel sringna bagi to belakina nangkugu engka apa hai sringja no kebang kuk Tripura to engka apa sringmanan modon tam tong sar education tuine je filmmaker klainan bagi course nai sringja engka to apa hai thodok phagela kam sar tamke tabuk Tripura je klai tomo to jotono sagni sacrifice klaino rang sebai ni klai tong lai ongthung yatung engka abo education manan bagi tamro klainan nang sar abo kisa sake belai sanai sin nai
basically nari do film ni education is not enough. One has to take conscious decision. Ang koto institute thangai bo ang same hamia manai sanamai manu. So film education will only teach you to make films more better way using film language or film grammar. But one also has to take conscious decision. A conscious decision finite experience, through learning representation, through learning gender, through learning caste, through learning and observing people. Abo like nini conscious decision no nang kuno jaga phana thangai kuno institute no na change khari mangala. But nijini sak ni bising tong nai. So amo sana bo wrong gan je because bororok srungja ya abo ke bororok mistake hayo. No. Consciously sanamoi tong je buri rok a film ni amte hai dance so amte hai video so portrait khai jago a buri rok jotono educated family ni educated background jotono batch ang information naka jotono borok law pori tongo masters pori tongo graduation khai tongo they are not from uneducated or illiterate family they all are illiterate but one has to take conscious decision that what has to be done and what not has to be done and jehetu srengna ni kok saka srengna bagai there are different institutes in India even in abroad India like in abroad so in India there are universities like Jadavpur University je onek kaham te film ni education JNU tongo FTI tongo there are FTI Pune to Guwahati ni bo tongo Dr. Bhupen Hazarika Film and Television Institute SRFTI tongo so and there are also more or less other institutes which provide film education.
Sir, kasara bosa se Tripura tongwini sreni mana jada aba hirok mungsati nini bisingti bandorong ni bisingti aba hai kuno facilities rok in future phaida mano sini nai tongner mo jate sai mana tei boma hirok step na hariman in future.
Tripura wa tabuk news of fight actually SRFT khuluja
yes sir
so I am still unaware of that how much it is being in process but there is another organization called DEBBARMA Film and Video Production in Tripura University so but the thing is that there are too much corruption you can take admission there for a film degree but the thing is that the department is so corrupted that you won't be able to come out with the knowledge or it won't the experience won't enlighten you so but I think there are certain amount of people who are taking initiative to end the corruption there into like but in terms of film education Tripura tabok phana blooming stage of tongku so abo wants to go in maybe in coming years rogo changes of higher
sir sir tege sa singna mo juma ka mo sing thang ga sir je nungwai kok salati no sing sai no Tripura kabang ku sanata ka to 6 schedule area wa kabang ku no kreikuk borok no ha ka basi Tripura sa boror belek no rangri kreikuk no ha ka ba poor family ku no sanata ke abon bisin tipo no khawari jeng mani khlai tong loi video rok to abon bisin tir pina hanai no ongthung ya tong khlai tong loi Phase 6 schedule area wa apa institute dok ni bisingti phiok jaga jaman ba DC government ni bisingti kok salai mani bisingti apa kisa singna mo zumon sar kisa
first of all srengna ni shape kebang ma tabu ni dino ang pulang saka technology is very accessible in today's generation so bising ni jaga tong phano srengya oi kono kam khaimani is a crime srengai khaimani is very good because tam ne baga a little knowledge is very dangerous ni kaise kok tong English ni kaise proverb olpo bidya boyonkor fu amono bangla o khai mainly srengya oi khai ke tamong srengya oi khai kang khai amte hai mistake sing nai je jaga o nang jeng wanchu go je kok boro film ba kok boro video khai kang khai culture ni promotion ngan aja go jeng culture no misrepresent khai tong baire ni boro rok chini film no go o amte se Tripura ne bari rok ni wanchu okay chini karon chini film se kari ko bang ma okay amo ekta misrepresentation engke ang sau je sereng nani shape kore hingka film khayan tongdi sereng ka angke khade. It's almost like if you are not taught how to do the operation in medical terms, you better avoid doing operation because you will end up killing someone. So film is also like that. If you don't know how to make film, if you don't know what ideas to be propagated in the society, you will make bad film and then you will create wrong propagandas. And then you abdi haken society wo film angkulan saka film is a mirror of the society. Society wo khamya message shogoi. Okay, serengna ni ba ke shape ni kok ngangkai maybe in future in coming years anggo initiative nana ni to Tripura ni film ni in terms of film development ni bagai so abo ni bagai kasih planning stage kok choli wi tong tabu
sir sing to khnaw India kungma no sana thang ke to film city rok jita khlai jang ni pia in future rok jodi tomro nong ni bising ti film city rok Nugwi Da Mano in Tripura boma hai rok feel khaya bon sai ne boma hai rok observation ni
actually film city is not a big thing ani mote hinga angkai
yes
ang belai easy example reach hawan
sure sir
suppose ang no kasha knox namai ri rikha that house is costing around 1 lakh rupees but you are an infant nang belai cherai chikon desiku nang anok 1 lakh rupees ni nok no nang sam lok nan bagai upojukto senya senamai rikha ang no gift khai rikha but nang 1 lakh ni nok no mane tui dulna ni ba abon no maintain khaina ni upojukto ya. The same way film city can be provided to you by the government, but are you capable of taking care of the film city? Are you capable of getting the best out of that film city? No, we are not capable of that. That is why I think puilas kang serengna ni shape ni lamano se wansuna nangana film city senami ribo jeng abono naragi tonnani ba abono tubui kam khaina ni aboni jugota inyaku I do not feel Tripura wo bororok aboni bagi capable unku tahu khano inyaku ani mote khai inyaku so ang nayan je more 5 to 10 years serengna ni shape no na khai and film city is not something like knock film city is a very rhetorical term khai because film city ni kono jaka knocks nam jak kare if you go to Hollywood there is nothing called this is the house of Hollywood here it's the room you can go inside the Hollywood. It's not like that. Hollywood is just a vast idea. The same thing is in Bollywood. Bollywood ni ko knock kare so the same thing Tripura wo film city ni ko knock dorkar kare. If you are a good filmmaker send it to the film festivals. If you are a good filmmaker go for CBFC certificates and release it to the theaters. So I do not even feel the need for film city right at this moment. And even if it is provided by the government, I do not think there are enough people who are capable enough to take a hold of that film city. Naragi toni mangla khani angwan chu.
Sir nge tabuk jesmung tabuk ni pa ni bak thang sir as an khroza Indian film scholar te FILMMAKER ni bising te ke ni ti dulu bising ti film sinam so tam wa kisa sinam so ni tai in future bo khlai jana nai tong
jeng actually mainly tabuk suk jora ani individual project ang mainly aki to ang as a assistant director kam khaimani so tabuk suk jora as an individual project ani tinta tongo mostly experimental film amo archive khaijak in different organization so upcoming days so actually Tripura kashe problem tongmani chini technically non tui problem tongmani jeng je equipments from naituk tongo Tripura kri jeng je software ro kam thayo Tripura kri so market ni je equipments tongo abu Tripura accessible ya ka abu ni bagi jeng Australian kashe company tai Japan ni kashe company bai jeng ko khaja to jeng equipments ro tubui tongo Tripura tubui jeng tabuk chini next target tongo jeng kaisa film festival lo jeng target khai tongka abu tafon jeng reveal khaya ko but jeng namjagi tongo kaisa tabuk film kaisa ongoing process tong okay before than that an individual project already tinta no tinta short film full length film khaya
mane kok borok nong nai ba sir
kok borok duita bangla kaisa
আচ্ছা আচ্ছা হ্যাঁ আবু কক ব্রক তো বেসিক্যালি অরনি যে ত্রিপুরানি আর্টিস্ট তুই নো খাইজানাই নাকি ফাতানি আবু বমা হেরক ওয়ান্স মুং স্যার
basically mainly ang tabuk tripurani artist no bisi focus khai tongo abo koi ching kaisa free online course bo start khai tongo artist rong ni bage cast members rong ni bage so that ang film shoot khainar pro kono difficulty face khaya mote karon oro tripurao jotono artist jotono actor actress but borok saimia what is acting everybody is actor and actress but they do not know what is acting. There are several types of acting that one must learn before calling them as actors or actresses. So, abo ni bagi jeng kaisa like workshop hai kaisa free online course jengi tongo. So, abo ni theke jeng Tripura ni borok no tuino samung tangan ni one subject and mainly jeng বাইরে নি বড় পাইব অ্যাকচুয়ালি চিন পার্টিকুলারলি চিনি কাস্ট নো চিন ফোকাস খাইমানি কারণ কে চিনি যে ক্যারেক্টার যে প্লট ডেভেলপমেন্ট রখায়ো আম বাই ম্যাচ খাইকাম কে চিন বাইরে নি বড় ফান তো ত্রিপুরা নি বড় ফান তো চিন কোন চিনি কোন পার্সোনাল প্রেফারেন্স করি আবনি বাগি জাস্ট চিন নায়ো যে কাইসা বড় সরংজা কংথু বা সরংই দংথু সরংনানি অ্যাটিটিউড দংথু কে আই ববাই সামুং তাङै मानु इजिली बाबे
सरंगे जे ऑनलाइन फ्री कोर्स जे करंगना निके बाजे करंगना सिनि नाय तंग रलक कबमा क्वेश्चन कमेंट खालायने पाना फाय मन जागल क्या बाजे करंगना जे नंने फ्री ऑनलाइन जे कोर्स
एक्चुअली चिनि ऑनलाइन कोर्स मेनली जोंगामति कोन एडवर्टाइजमेंट रखाया को चिनि मेन ऑनलाइन कोर्स नि जे तंगनि आमो जों सिनिजाकनि थ्रोते न जों साखलायका जे जों आमति खलायनाय चिनि नेक्स्ट प्रोजेक्ट नि बागै যারা যারা ভলান্টিয়ার রে নি দিনি সময় রে সরঙ্গই মানো বরক जों ভাই জড়িতং বিহনে जों সালা জাঙ্গা এমন কোন অফিশিয়াল টার্মস করক খালায়াকো ওকে जों ভাই যদি না জড়িতং না হাঙ্কাই মেবি কতাবু ননখন কন্টাক্ট খাইকা নং ইসলানি থ্রোতে ইউ ক্যান কানেক্ট হিম অর হার উইথ মি গাকে আং খালাই মানান আবু কোন প্রবলেম
ओके सर अगे कजारो जों सारा थांगा तो एन्टायर जे नॉर्थ ईस्ट ए स्टेट न तुई हेंगे बम हाइरक जे ताबुक जे ख्लाई तंगमन आब्रो बम हाइरक नहर त्रिपुरानो बादे बो सर ते 7 स्टेट नॉर्थ ईस्ट बिसिंग को साइड दं सर जे बाकी जे फिल्म इंडस्ट्री जे सामुं ताङै तमर बम हाइरक नहर सर नि मकलो
एक्चुअली त्रिपुरानि बागै अनेक इजी पाथवे दं माने फिल्म खाना बागै
अच्छा
Tripura West Bengal were very closely connected. Transportation medium tibo connected, language medium tibo we are very connected with West Bengal. But chini bisingo kaisa mani lekhayo we do not have learning attitude. Learning attitude chini bisingo koroi जों सोलोंनानै लामानो शेप रिया आबुगि जों अनेक बिछोगै थांगा even in 1960s people in Kolkata can make films like Pother Pachali, Megadaka Tara, but still even in 2022 we are only making shit. We are making trash. We are not producing anything qualitative or quantitative. जों कोनो फानो quality produce khaya. So we have been sleeping all those days from 1960 to 2022. So just we are so proud in ourselves that we do not even feel the need to learn. So that is one thing I think one needs to change about himself or herself. In terms of Northeast, nengje anasunka. If you look at Assam, Assam ni film Oscar so thangtong. There is a director called Rima Das. Film Village Rockstar went to Oscars. I think it got in the second position. It was a nice film that I have watched. Tripura could have learned filmmaking in terms of filmmaking. Before Assam could have even sent their films in Oscars. Chini yago onek share tong mani, but cheng khlai malia. Main ko onke. So even if you look at Manipur has a big film industry. Even just film Bollywood are producing every year. I've seen a film Manipur are producing tong. Number of films they are producing is very at large amount. So and if you look at Assam onek quality films nami tong. So where is Tripura today? In today's day, where is Tripura? Tripura ni kono ekta remarkable film ni kare. If you go to anywhere else in India, if you are asked show me one film from Tripura, ning funugu si mangala. You won't be able to showcase them. So जों आबो आमन तैनो बुजिना नांनाय चिनि एक्सपीरियंस तिनो जों साइमाना नांनाय जे जों त्रिपुरा बजागाव इन टर्म्स ऑफ नॉर्थ ईस्ट फिल्म्स आसाम क्रिएट खाय दङ मणिपुर क्रिएट खाय दङ इवन वेस्ट बेंगल नॉर्थ ईस्ट तो वेस्ट बेंगल क्रिएट फियाबा वेस्ट बेंगल बा जों आसे क्लोजली कनेक्टेड दङनि वेस्ट बेंगल 1960s 1970s 70s or 80s of film आसे रिमार्केबल फिल्म खायका जों 2022 also to film क्लाइमालिया we do not even have language barrier. Everybody in Tripura speaking Bengali, understands Bengali and speaks Bengali, even Tripuri people. So the only thing we lacked is we didn't have the urge to learn more.
Oh, sir, bele hambai. Sir, ge paithek baka amono last question sini je nai tono nang baba haine sak baithang khoroksa film scholar te hakeba Indian film scholar hakeba maker ngine paithek baka tam advice ya phana bo sini Tripura ni ang Tripura ni kong sa sin Tripura ni o je film industry kring jar no to ine.
Actually abona ang sana mo sungo je mainly serengna ni shape no Nijino Serengani shape ready. There has to be a learning room for own self, and then kahamka observant na nangnai quality content nidiki focus thena nangnai commerciality no pogoi thangaradi art create khaigaradi pastiche practices no bondo khaina nangnai jengje khaitongo jothon it's a pastiche practice. It's not film. We are only imitating somebody's artwork. We are not creating anything new. So we have to throw out that mindset. Nijino serengna ni type of observant nga nangnai how women are being portrayed in films. Amono bujina nangnai how women are being in real life. Amono bujina nangnai. There is a like very fine line of separation between real life and real life. Amono bujina nangnai. What is there in real life? You showcase them in real life. Do not showcase them anything which misrepresent in the real life. Then it also influence women or certain area of men in wrong path. This is also a promotion of rape culture. This is also a promotion of misogyny. Amti hai promotions wrong no avoid khai cholina nangnai. Jeng quality content rana nangnai. Abono ang sana muso.
Sarangge belai hambai sini pano kerengman bagai tei sini nai tonai lukurong asik nini bising tei sini Tripura ni je music video samtona no asik nangkuk jaga advice non bagai tei bus kan solo nini bising tei tebo kebang ke nai totok film nai mana motong tei national film nai mana motong khaka jak tongnai sini online stream kaza nai tongnai rokbo abono khaka mong tongnai sir tei belai hambai asik nangkuk jak kok saban bagai tei ALOY nasu ro sawino belai hambai sir studio kerengman bagai bus kan solo taisa hainai nono manan bagi khakamong tongnai asik jora sawino sini times 24 ni Sanjani Naruai Panda orono paikha tei joto nai tonone belai paifle hambai tei share khlainan tapugdi asik jora sawino khulumka tei hambai.
আপনারা দেখছেন টাইমস 24 নেটওয়ার্ক, আপনার অধিকার আমাদের অঙ্গীকার।
তুমি আছো রান্নাঘরে, তাই সুগন্ধে